So we all know the serafim. Hybes' first girl group since, I don't know, like a few years. Yeah, I think they're a hot mess. I don't know if it's like Hype's management or the girls themselves or their fans that is giving them the hot mess thing. I just have no clue. But the group is a hot mess. Okay, we're gonna first talk about individual members and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna first talk about Sakura. Sakura has been an idol for the past decade and she does not have the best vocals in the group. Okay, she is obviously getting so much criticism from K-netizens because of her vocals. Well, she's been a K-pop idol for a real long time. She debuted with IZ*ONE, and I think before she debuted with IZ*ONE, she was in a Japanese group. Then she debuted with IZ*ONE, and then she debuted with serafim. So as you can say that she's been an idol for a very long time. And when she was in IZ*ONE, she still received a lot of criticism regarding her talents. And yeah, a lot of people said that she always has lacked in the vocal department. Yeah. So as you can say that Sakura has known that she cannot serve as an idol and still chose to become an idol. She could have done something that she's better at rather than forcing herself to become an idol. Sakura, my love, that is not the only industry you should be working in. There's so many other things you could have done after IZ*ONE, but you picked LE SSERAFIM. I'm not gonna blame her. You know you feel very peer pressure to debut in a group once you have debuted before it, because of course every other member of IZ*ONE then decided to move on as K-pop idols. Chaewon debuted in LE SSERAFIM, Chaeyoon was a soloist, and Eugene debuted in IVE, Wonyoung debuted in IVE. So she was obviously kind of inspired by her peers, I think. So when Sakura was in LE SSERAFIM, she actually decided to take a break because of her vocal controversy in their Easy era. And she went back to Japan, which is her home country. So she went back to Japan to take a break and hiatus from the group. Yeah. So you can say that it affected her mentally, physically, and yeah, it caused a lot of harm to Sakura. Obviously, when a lot of people are bashing you for one thing that you're not good at, and yeah. So I'm not gonna blame this whole thing on Sakura. I'm actually gonna blame this on their company, Hype. Okay. If you know one of the members lacks something, why don't you give them proper enforcement for it? You could have easily got the best local trainer for Sakura, but no, you decided to save your fucking money and move on. That is so messed up. Now I'm going to speak about their vocal controversy. Like I said, if Hype knows that the girls are struggling in one department, they should have got the enforcement for it. But no, they decided to save their money, like usual, okay? And now I'm going to speak about one more issue that I have with the group, is that they do not produce good songs. Let's be honest. They stopped producing the good songs, okay, since Easy came out. Easy is not a bad song, I'm saying that, but Crazy actually is a crazy song because number one, it's a very short song. Number two, it's so bad. I think that's the worst song I have listened from LE SSERAFIM. That is the worst song ever, and ever. Hybe really needs to think when they're making these songs, okay? They really need to. They need to use their fucking minds and their fucking brains when making these songs. So, we all know the documentary that LE SSERAFIM has released. I have one thing to say about it, is episode 3. On episode 3, you could see that Sakura is taking a little bit of vocal lessons. And I felt like that is super cringe because you're making us feel pity for Sakura, when in reality, I'm sorry, but I don't feel pity for anyone, okay? Then you know she's lacking. Rather than gaining sympathy from people, why don't you give her vocal trainers to train her for vocaling and stop making people feel sympathy for you when they're never going to feel sympathy for you when you're not a good company, you don't care about your idols, you don't care about anyone rather than you and your money, okay? That is literally a quote that Hype should have. I care about money, not my idols. I care about myself and my money. Yeah, that's a quote that actually Hype should have, okay? Now, they're not performing well on charts either, okay? They did so terribly bad on the charts that it kind of made me cry, okay? I don't know how bad Fear Not's felt. As a Fear Not myself, I felt very bad for my group, okay? But come on, Hype needs to try harder for these girls. They need to start getting them on the right track. They need to start focusing on the members, their individual lacks, okay? And Sakura, they need to focus on her the most, okay? So yeah, this is all I'm going to say for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!